Yeah, very quickly. This book is I've been asked to ask 10. There's a book that Nick Fisk published a couple of years ago. You did a very good job too. It's only £312.
This is free and like that one. That's quite, isn't it?
Yeah, what's it going to be? Beg your pardon about this. Maybe? Yes, of Dylan Thomas in later years. Yes, page 50. Dylan Thomas in later years. And of course we all know that Dylan Thomas didn't live into his 30 years, so this is a little bit of fantasy, and rather a rude one too. Dylan Thomas in later years, still sounding off high-flown wag with a pencil-thin morals from Arts Council and Academy in the tired pubs around the BBC and the tolerant late-night bistros, but bald now and very fat indeed. Still lapping it up, imperious old fart, but no one laughs anymore at the wardrobe ransacking trick. Lecturers' wives no longer open their legs. Your cough is chronic and your cheeks a different sort of red than youth's. What happened that day in New York, and you coming round with a head splitting but still functioning to the words of a friend. A record, old boy? I hardly think so, I hardly think so. And you going on to prove it yourself. A few scripts, a film that flopped, another collection, disappointing TLS. All those rhetorical stunts you pulled, still pawned over by children in school, but a thing of the past. Spare, clear, concise, patter a new generation of poets. No, better the incompetent New York doctor. You gone before your teeth, your hair, before your gift, before the girls of summer, tired of being poured at, yawn your anecdotes away, refuse another drink, and suddenly remember dinner dates in Fenton, rain. And that is the end, friend. Why get four hands up, bloody thing. This one's called Known But Not Wanted, and it's a memory from about 1969, I suppose, a hitchhiking between London and Leeds on the M1, and I was stopped by the cops. We were all stopped hitchhiking. Anybody still hitchhikes? And stopped by the cops, searched routinely, and the radio had been arrested before. So the radio returned when the police officer radioed back to headquarters, "Do we know this man? Is there a record of him?" You put the thing came back, known but not wanted. So known but not wanted. Known but not wanted, the radio returned. Between the slip road and the bank of weeds that lined it down to where it joined the warbling northward motorway to Leeds, I stood, all thumb and loons and Mersey sound, frisked but found clean. As satisfactory as Leicestershire's constabulary would ever find a jib of me, from lip to book of effing poetry, the panda sped off to a call with the advice to, in future, keep it buttoned, chump. And so I stuck my tongue out at them twice, for honour's sake, then lifted up my thumb, and there the memory ends, and would be gone itself, but for those four small words, suspended in the static of a distant afternoon. Known, but not wanted. Words for a squat in Leeds to fall about at later over cider and the Chilham, but deepening as time went on, and darkening, till 40 years from then they've almost seen my own time's final dismal reckoning. And this one's fifth fragment from the edited Regrets. I used to run a little poetry magazine, The Yellow Crane, and people would send me poems, and invariably you had to send the majority of them back because you didn't like them, basically. And so this is sort of fragment from, this is my letters returning. Fragment from the editor Regrets. Dear editor, please consider the following poems for publication. Homage to the Wittgenstein, Double Helix, and Dusk, Mont Saint-Victoire. I have been published in a new salon, riposte, and high table, and I'm featured in a forum of poets, University of Potsdam Press. I look forward to hearing from you. Yours faithfully, Alistair Learning. Dear editor, please consider the following poems for publication. Shagging Melanie, Top Stiff Nights, and Gary mainlining. I have been published in Gobber, Black Hole and Up Yours, and am featured in a 6-pack of poets. That's a press. I look forward to hearing from you. Yours faithfully, Spud Payne. Dear editor, please consider the following poems for publication. Like unto a dream of ancient ways. Be still now my heart, and peace, peace the moon doth shine. I have been published in the Inglenook, County Fair, the Beaver's Dam, and I'm featured in a nosegay of poets, Nutmeg Press. Yours faithfully, Monica Feeling. And finally, it's a poem. Oh yes, it's a very recent poem. I'm not quite sure it's terribly good, but I think it might be quite interesting. It's called Moonlight. It's basically my preoccupation. Is the nature of growing old and how you just go below the radar. Because life is a sexual matter. Because life is acts. We're animals, aren't we? We're animals, and we are interested in people who potentially could give up people in the next generation, bear the next generation. We're little animals, and once you pass a certain age or take on a certain appearance, you just pass below the radar all the time, and it's very interesting. It's not very nice. It's very casual. It's not very nice. Anyway, this is about an old folks' home, and when you hear sometimes people going missing from an old folks' home, you think, well, really lovely, but actually doing something really exciting for the last of their lives. So, Moonlight. First line is rather rude, I think, but then why shouldn't it be? Moonlight. When old fucks go AWOL and the home turns itself over and posts the alarm, the thought they just turned left, not right, in stepping from the lounge that night and simply kept on, doesn't sort. That left turn, it was taken with delight. Not a blunder through a fire door, a tangle with washing, a hedge or two, and there you are, in a foss somewhere, or asleep in the door of mother care, but rather say, some long-kept warm resolve to visit Vegas or Jerusalem. Let matrons sniff and police inspectors frown. Let dogs go streaming up and down. They'll have their work cut out, the fuzz, to track us down to the Golden Goose or the balcony deck of an ocean liner, cutting through moonlight, Asia Minor. Thank you very much. The last poem, which isn't that new, I recently rediscovered it, but I this is like a long time ago, but it's not that new. It's called The Old Teachers, and I don't try to tell you it, but if you were educated in the 50s and 60s, it wasn't that long after the war, and a lot of the teachers there were sort of maimed in some way by the effects of war, either a limb lost or suffering from what is now called post-traumatic stress disorder. And so the old teachers, on prosthetic limbs they march, all decked in DSOs, the old soldiers, our ruined masters, heroes of the beastly Burma line, Arnhem, El Alamein, bristling and intemperate men, or haunted men with tearful eyes. What did we care for your gongs and things, with Hendrix making music with his teeth, and Leicester Square alive with purple loons, and youth that falls for its own fictions? Where is that? The bell has gone, the inky schoolrooms are all out of bounds, and I, at your age now, as you were then, am as ridiculous as you were then to me. My teeth wobble when my hair comes out. I'm even respectful of PSOs. Alf James, Jock Patton, Freddie Bones, each generation is a lost generation, wave succeeding wave, indifferently breaking, and now that we, the blockheads of 4C, are on a wave that in its turn is soon to break, can we reach our metal hands across the years and shake? Jumbo.